What's good, people? We back with another video today. In this one, we gonna be talking about the Dallas Cowboys, man. And I'll be honest, man, I got the Cowboys completely wrong. I'm not afraid to admit when I was wrong, because I love gloating when I was right. I was wrong about the Cowboys, man. Jesus Christ. First off, Dak Prescott is back. He's healthy. It's great to see. Dak, one of the best guys in the NFL today. Just all around good dude, man. He's gone through a lot in his personal life. It's very easy to root for Dak Prescott, man. He's back from his, I think it was an ankle injury that sidelined him last year. He looks good, man. I think it was 3 touchdowns last week, or yesterday, I guess, against the Eagles. Only 5 incompletions. The run game looks phenomenal with Ezekiel Elliott, and they're finally featuring Tony Pollard. And these guys are just keeping each other fresh. Zeke had 2 touchdowns, 100 yards, over 100 yards from scrimmage. Eagles had no answers, man. They got dominated on both sides of the football, man. The biggest reason I whiffed on the Cowboys this year, I had them going 3rd place in the division, which just looks laughable right now, is this defense, man. I did not think that this Dan Quinn-led defense, after seeing what Dan Quinn did with the Falcons, where their defense was never good, I didn't think Dan Quinn was going to turn this group of like misfits and, you know, random players on defense. I didn't think they were going to be good, but drafting Micah Parsons, who, real quick, I need Micah Parsons to stay at pass rusher. This man is a stud at pass rusher, bro. What in the world? This dude came out of college as a linebacker, bro. And they put him at pass rusher going up against Rashawn Slater last week against the Chargers. And the backup, what was his name? Storm Norton or something? The backup right tackle for the Chargers got exposed by Micah Parsons. He had 8 pressures and a sack against the Chargers. That's nuts. That's number 1 edge rusher type numbers that this rookie supposed Mike linebacker is doing. Like, are you serious? And then yesterday against the Eagles, he has 5 QB pressures against Jalen Hurts. And, you know, both Hurts and Herbert, mobile guys. It's hard to get pressure on these guys. And Micah Parsons did that pretty easily. I mean, this dude was my favorite player. My favorite defensive player, I should say. I thought he was the best defensive player. Not my favorite, but I thought he was the best. Caleb Farley was my favorite. But Micah Parsons has been phenomenal, bro. Really not much to say. I knew he was good. I didn't think he'd be this good. I didn't think he'd be this good at pass rusher, let alone like what's going on, man. They need to keep him as the edge rusher of this team, because he's the number 1 pass rusher on the team right now. Forget the linebacker, put him at edge rusher. Obviously, edge rusher is a way more valuable position. I would develop him at edge rusher, man, because this guy's a stud. And on the occasional passing down, you can drop him in coverage, and he can do that too. So, big respect on the Cowboys, man. Big respect to Stephen Jones on making that pick. He's knocked it out of the park, really. Another guy we got to talk about, though, is Trayvon Diggs, who went in the 2nd round last year for the Cowboys. And, man, you know, I was a fan of Diggs coming out. He struggled a lot his rookie year. Didn't really flash too many times, but this year he figured something out. Maybe it was Dan Quinn, maybe it's the scheme as well helping him out, because coming out of college we said he was a zone cover 3-esque type of corner, and that's exactly what Dan Quinn and his defense implements. So it's a perfect fit. And so far Trayvon Diggs has 3 interceptions, an interception in every game to start the season. Big respect, man. I apologized to Herbert in the last video. Maybe I gotta apologize to Dan Quinn. Now, it is the Eagles, And even though I was kind of high on the Eagles in the offseason, I had them, I think, at like 7 wins. I had the Eagles at second place in the division. So even though I was kind of higher on them than most people, still the Eagles, they only scored 11 against the Niners last week. So hard to say if it's the Cowboys defense or the Eagles' bad offense. But what we can say is they held Justin Herbert and that Chargers offense, the offense I just talked up, to 17 points last week. So big props, man. I was so low on the Cowboys because, I knew their offense was going to be good with CD and Dak and Zeke and Pollard and Amari Cooper, who is kind of banged up right now. So they're kind of leaning on the run game. They're leaning on Dalton Schultz, who had 2 touchdowns, 90 yards receiving. Michael Gallup is out. They have so much talent on offense. So I knew they'd be able to score with anybody, but I didn't think the defense was going to be able to stop anybody. Like, the defense we saw against Tampa, even though they did get 4 takeaways, some of those were a little fluky, but that's what I was expecting. Like, not being able to stop them, just Tampa going up and down the field. That's what I expected for most of the season. But 2 out of 3 games, this defense is balled out, man. I don't have much to say about Dallas other than I was wrong. It's 3 games in, and you look at Washington, who they're the biggest reason I put Washington at the top of the division was because I thought the defense was going to be great. The defense has been anything but, giving up almost 30 to the Giants. Josh Allen and the Bills just dominated them. So I don't know what to make of the Washington football team right now. Their defense is rough through 3 weeks. And if their defense can't stop anybody, they have no chance of winning anything, let alone the division. Obviously, the Giants are a dumpster fire. Worst organization in professional sports. I'll say it again. The worst organization in professional sports are the New York Giants, followed closely by the New York Jets. And then the Eagles. The Eagles are... I wasn't high on Nick Sirianni. I like the Eagles because they had a good offensive line, a good defensive line. But now they're dealing with a whole bunch of O-line injuries now. I think 3 starters are out. And then on the defensive line, they lost, who was it? Brandon Graham for the season, torn Achilles. So Fletcher Cox was injured a little bit in this Cowboys game too. So the O-line, D-line, we said they were older on both sides of the lines in the trenches, but I guess that's why the injuries are kind of taking their toll. So, and with the Eagles O-line and D-line kind of battered up, we see Jalen Hurts struggling for his life. We see Nick Sirianni with his awful play calling these past couple games. I don't know what he's doing. I called him a clown. I called him a stooge. I'm not trying to be disrespectful here, but Miles Sanders had 30 yards on 2 carries. He averaged 15 yards a carry, and you didn't give it to him again. What are we doing here? It's Doug Peterson vibes, man. I don't understand what Nick Sirianni's doing. Hopefully he gets better as the season goes on. I doubt it, but we'll see what happens. I feel for Jalen Hurts because I think he's got real talent, but it's similar to what the Jets and the Bears and the Jaguars are doing with their young quarterbacks. Jalen Hurts is essentially a rookie. I think his game against Dallas was like his 6th or 7th start. So he's essentially a rookie quarterback. You can't treat him like a 6-year vet where he's the one he's throwing the ball every play. That's it. He needs a run game. Scheme up touches for Devonta Smith. Scheme up Jalen Reagor. Scheme up Quez Watkins. These guys are all fast. Miles Sanders is a stud. Kenny Gainwell's a stud. They have so much talent on this offense, but Nick Sirianni doesn't know what he's doing. And even though I hate the Eagles, and they're probably the team I hate the most in the league, it's still frustrating watching bad football. Because the Eagles could be so much better. I know they could. I know a lot of people, were low on the Eagles this year, but they just have too much talent to flounder like this. So, hopefully Sirianni gets better for the sake of Jalen Hurts. If not, Sirianni could be out of here after 1 year. They could move off Jalen Hurts and trade him to somewhere like Pittsburgh or maybe Indianapolis again. Or, I don't know, man. But I hope it works out for Jalen Hurts, man, because he's a good player. I know he's got the skills to be a franchise quarterback in this league, man. But I think that's the video. Dallas is probably on their way to an easy division title, given the disarray of all the three other teams in the division. But for Dallas, it's, can they get past the wild card round? Can they get to the NFC title game? Can they make a Super Bowl? That's what we're talking about here with the Cowboys now. Big expectations every year for America's team. They gotta make do on it. They gotta finally get over the hump. We'll see if this is the year. If the defense keeps playing like that, this could be the year. So that's the video, guys. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the noties. Cowboys fans, let me know what you think in the comments. Eagles fans, let me know what you think in the comments. That should be some fun. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. I think I'm going to talk about Aaron Rodgers, the Packers, and the 49ers in the next video. We'll see, man. But again, appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. See you in the next one.